The rain pounded against the umbrella I held over my wife's grave, each drop a reminder of the emptiness that had settled into my bones. I was Jack Harlan, 68 years old, a retired mechanic from the auto shops of Detroit, standing in the mud of Evergreen Cemetery in Seattle. The wind whipped through the evergreens, carrying the faint scent of salt from Puget Sound, but it couldn't wash away the bitterness in my throat. Ellen's casket gleamed under the gray sky, lowered slowly into the earth by strangers in black suits. No family beside me. No one to share the weight of 45 years together, the late-night talks in our kitchen, the road trips across the Midwest, the way she'd hum old Motown tunes while fixing dinner. Just me, a priest who'd never known her, and the hollow echo of my own breathing. I glanced at my phone, the screen blurred by raindrops. No calls. No messages. Force of habit led me to Facebook. There was my daughter, Lisa, 40, beaming in a selfie from a luxury spa in Aspen. Fur-lined boots, a cocktail in hand. Posted 3 hours ago. Caption, recharging my soul. Boundaries are self-love. Swipe. My son, Mike, 44, grinning in a tailored suit at a tech conference in San Francisco. Handshake with some startup CEO. Posted 5 hours ago. Hashtag closing deals. Building empires. They chose glamour. They chose ambition over their mother's final farewell. They saw me as a worn-out old gearhead. Someone to placate with empty promises and then discard. But they had no clue about the storm I'd been brewing in silence. The next day, the doorbell chimed at 8 a.m., pulling me from the fog of another sleepless night. The house in our quiet suburb of Bellevue felt like a tomb without Ellen's voice filling it. I shuffled to the door in my faded flannel shirt, the one she'd bought me for our last anniversary. There they stood, Mike and Lisa. No morning clothes. Mike in a sleek gray blazer, the kind that screamed boardroom power, not grief. Lisa in yoga pants and a cropped hoodie, fresh from some Pilates session, her hair tied back like she was heading to brunch. They clutched Starbucks cups and a bag from a local bakery. "Hey, Dad," Mike said, brushing past me with that authoritative stride, his aftershave sharp and invasive. We grabbed some bagels and your usual black coffee. No sugar. Lisa set the cup down on the kitchen counter, right where Ellen used to chop vegetables. Thought you'd need the caffeine after everything. That tiny act of feigned care twisted like a knife in my gut. I sat at the table, the wood scarred from years of family meals that now felt like distant illusions. The kitchen should have echoed with Ellen's laughter, her stories about the neighborhood book club. Instead, it reeked of their opportunism. Mike pulled out the chair opposite me, folding his hands like he was negotiating a merger. "Dad, about the funeral yesterday. I'm gutted I couldn't make it." I stared at him. His eyes, Ellen's blue eyes, cold and calculating. The pitch meeting for the new app launch. Years in the making. Investors flying in from the valley. I couldn't bail. You get it, right? I'm the CTO now. The company he'd built with our seed money. The loan Ellen and I had guaranteed when he was just starting out. Believing in his dreams. Mom would have gotten it, he added, his voice laced with manipulation. She was always the pragmatic one about career moves. Lisa, scrolling through her phone, finally looked up. And my retreat. "Dad, it was a wellness summit with top influencers. Signed contracts. Non-refundable. They'd have blacklisted me. Wellness summit." The phrase hung in the air like a bad joke. I looked at my daughter, her face smoothed by filters and fillers. A far cry from the little girl who'd cling to me during thunderstorms, begging for stories about my shop days. That vulnerability had vanished, replaced by a curated facade. "It's my brand. Dad, you wouldn't understand the pressure." Silence stretched between us. thick and suffocating. We're shattered, she pressed on. Her tone rehearsed. It all happened so suddenly. Suddenly? Ellen had battled cancer for 10 grueling months, chemo sessions that left her frail. Nights where I'd hold her as she whispered fears about leaving me alone. 10 months of me driving her to treatments at the University of Washington Medical Center. Adjusting her pillows. Fighting insurance claims. 10 months where Mike was swamped with deadlines and Lisa had unmissable events. They'd sent a generic bouquet to the hospice. Card printed, with sympathy. Mike and Lisa Harlan. No personal note. No visit. Dad. We have to be realistic, Mike said. His empathy mask slipping. He exchanged a glance with Lisa. About the estate. He reached into his messenger bag, producing a manila folder with a crisp snap. What's this? I asked. My voice steady, but my heart pounding. Mom didn't update her will. Intestate under Washington law, spousal share to you. Rest split with us kids. My blood turned to ice. The house, Lisa chimed in. Her eyes lighting up. Zillow says it's worth over $2 million in this market. Prime location. Views of the lake. Mike nodded. You don't need all this space anymore. Dad. The upkeep. The taxes, it's a burden at your age. A condo downtown would be smarter. He flipped open the folder, listings for tiny units in Tacoma. Budget-friendly cages. We've lined up an agent. List it soon. Cash out by spring. You'll get your cut. Downsize. And have plenty left. And your portions? I whispered. The anger simmering. Mike's smile was predatory. Fair split after your share. We're family. After all. Fair. The word burned. Lisa touched my arm. Her manicured nails digging slightly. Don't fight this. Dad. We're all hurting. But the market's peaking. Delaying could cost us big. No tears from her. No remorse. This house, the one where I'd fixed bikes in the garage for them as kids. Where Ellen hosted barbecues for the block. Where we'd celebrated graduations and wept over losses. It's just bricks and mortar, Mike said. Memories don't pay bills. They'd already valued it. Appraised it behind our backs. I need time, I said. Rising. Mike's face hardened. Reverting to the entitled boy I'd spoiled. Time? This isn't optional. Sign the papers. Let us manage it, you're emotional. Not rational. Get out, I growled. The pain igniting into fury. Dad. You're making a mistake, Lisa snapped. Her composure cracking. We have rights. We'll sue if we have to. They stormed out. Mike already dialing his attorney from the driveway. The door clicked shut, leaving me in the echoing void. Then I remembered the key Ellen had slipped me in her final days. Her voice a rasp. Bank box 412. For you only. Jack. When I'm gone. I drove to the Chase branch in downtown Seattle. The same one we'd trusted for decades. With Ellen's death certificate in hand. The teller led me to the vault. Alone. I unlocked the box. Inside, a sealed envelope and a flash drive. My name in Ellen's looping script. Hands trembling. I tore it open. A letter. Pages of her words. And a deed, property transfer to Jack Harlan. Sole owner. Dated 4 months prior. When she'd still had the strength to fight. But the letter, it shattered me. My beloved Jack, it started. If you're reading this, I've left you. Forgive me for the secrets. For shielding you from the ugliness. Our kids. They've changed. And it breaks my heart. I know they'll come for the house. Because they've been taking from us for years. Mike borrowed $220,000 for his startup expansion, promised repayment in months. It's been 6 years of excuses. Lisa took $110,000 for her influencer academy that folded in a year. She never looked back. I gave in. Jack. I stayed silent to protect your illusions. But my quiet enabled their greed. They see us as ATMs, not parents. When the oncologist gave me the timeline, I saw the vultures circling. So I transferred the house to you alone. My inheritance from Mom and Dad made it possible under state law. Ironclad. No community split. But you need the full truth. Watch the drive. I recorded it during your PT session. I'm sorry you must see their true faces. But knowledge is your armor. I love you, Jack. From our first date at the drive-in to now. You're strong. Live without their chains. Yours eternally. Ellen. In that sterile vault room. The world blurred. I connected the drive to my phone. One file, October 15th. A month before she passed. The video shook. Ellen had hidden her phone in the bedroom. Propped against books. She sat in her recliner. Oxygen tube in place. Looking fragile as glass. Mike entered. No knock. No gentleness. Mom. We gotta talk. Now. His tone clipped. Demanding. About Dad. The house. The future. Ellen's voice. Faint. Mike. I'm exhausted. Can it wait? No. Lisa and I are concerned. Dad's old school. He can't handle finances post you. He'll squander the equity. Your father's capable. Mike paced. Anger rising. Capable? He fixes cars. Mom. Not investments. That house is worth millions sitting idle. We need to act. Papers rustled. Sign this. Puts it in trust. Lisa and I oversee for Dad's benefit. Ellen's whisper. This cuts him out entirely. He gets to stay till he's gone. It's protection. No. Mike. Silence. Then his voice turned venomous. Fine. Play hardball. No will means probate war. We'll drag Dad through court, claim coercion. Incompetence. Bleed him dry with fees. Is that your legacy? Ellen sobbed. How did you turn into this monster? I grew up. Mom. Sign or we destroy him. Out. Get out or I'll call 911 for elder abuse. Footsteps. Slam. The video lingered on Ellen's tears. She faced the camera. Jack. Forgive me. But now you see. They're not our children anymore. Strangers in our skin. Give them nothing. Be fierce. I love you. Time dissolved in that vault. The teller checked on me. But I was numb. I met with the attorney. Ellen had used Karen Ruiz from the deed. Your wife was brilliant, she said. Transfers solid. Inheritance exempts it from marital split. Medical evals prove her soundness. They'll contest. Let them. We'll bury them. Days later. Mike's lawyer fired off demands. Undue influence. Fraud. Karen countered with a video. Case dropped in hours. But the harassment didn't end. Lisa called. Voice cracking artificially. Dad. I'm evicted. Help me, I'm family. Family doesn't scheme. I hung up. Mike showed up late. Reeking of bourbon. Banging the door. That house is ours. You thief. Police escorted him. Trespass warning issued. I installed alarms. Changed locks. Then I honored Ellen's wish. I lived. Sold the house, not for their gain. But mine. $2.6 million. Bought a cozy bungalow in Bainbridge Island, 1 level. Fairy views. Invested the rest in a locked trust for the grandkids, Mike's twins. Lisa's boy. $300,000 from Ellen's savings. Plus my $600,000. Inaccessible to parents. Those kids 8. 6. 4 innocent lights. I see them on weekends, their moms insist. Horrified by the video copies I shared. Visits are strained. But the kids hug me. Unaware. Mike downsized his loft. Deals crumbling. Lisa waits tables at a cafe. No filters hiding reality. No joy in their fall, just weary sorrow at what greed eroded. Sundays. I visit Ellen's grave, lilies in hand. You saved me, I murmur to the stone. The sea breeze answers, almost her whisper, you're free, Jack. And I am. Coffee on the porch. Calls to old shop pals. Stories swapped over diner eggs. Fatherhood's bond severed by betrayal. But grandfather's love endures. Ellen's gift, not vengeance, but liberation from silent suffering. The price? A family fractured, but a soul reclaimed.